Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, me and Julian decided to do another tournament, this time in Fresno. We ended up playing men's 3-0. I also played a singles tournament, but in today's video, it's going to be the doubles portion. Maybe I'll, release the singles. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So this is actually the second match we played. I didn't record the first. The first match, we ended up winning 15-7. We were actually dominating at the beginning. We were killing it, and then they started saying that we weren't 3-0. One of the guys started just exclaiming that we weren't 3-0, we weren't 3-0. And I'm not going to lie, it was getting in my head. I don't know. And so we kind of slowed it down a little bit. We let him get 7. But we ended up closing it out. But yeah, so this is the second match that we played. This is against Mateo and Jose, I think. And that's switch right there, 7-5. They were actually super duper good. I think, we started off playing great. We just finished up with the match winning. And then as you're going to start seeing here, we just start letting some little mistakes happen. It's a great shot. But yeah, I think that's a common theme of this tournament. We just let little mistakes continuously happen, like right there. A bad block straight into the net when, and then another one right there. Those are rudimentary blocks that we should not be messing up, but we are. Oh my god. And right there too. What am I doing? Trying to get that ball. Yeah, it wasn't a complete blowout after that. You can see we have some good points. We were locked in sometimes, but other times we're just making stupid, silly mistakes that we just shouldn't be making, But I mean, we're just gonna grow from this, and we're just gonna keep on doing. This is the last point here, and net shot. Julian gets mad, but it's a good game overall. We end up losing 11-15, which is crazy that we went up with changeover with the lead. But yeah, this is the third match, or the second one I recorded, and we kind of dominate in this match. We do great. You can see in these early points, just keeping it consistent. We're just playing the ball, and boom. Got him. Another unlucky net shot. There's going to be a lot of those in this tournament. These nets are, different. They don't have the little stick inside, so they just flop over. If it hits the net, it flops over. Another one right there. Speak of the devil. The last point before changeover. Bomb it. Boom. 7-0 switch. We're up crazy. We're looking for a pickle here. Tossing it up real quick. And then we start letting it slip a little bit, what am I doing there? And then again, just let it slip again. Again, why am I hitting him? This point's we're progressing the point very well. Good overhead, and I'm about to cut the ball, kill it. Unlucky ball on. But the ball on's fine, because we end up winning this next point. Spoiler. But yeah, we're letting them catch up, but it's not the end of the world. They start letting it slip too. Especially this guy on the left here. He would kind of crash out, just toss up his hands whenever he hit a bad ball. That ball was definitely a double bounce. Let's actually review that real quick. So yeah, me and Julian knew it was a double bounce, which is why I just kind of put my paddle there to block the next ball. And then another just rudimentary mistake that we shouldn't be doing. We start letting them catch up here. I think it's tied right here, like 10-10 or something. And then we take a timeout. Oh, it's 7-10. You know, we're still up, but and then again, we just let it slip. We were playing a different format in this tournament. We were playing first to 15, win by 2. So, you know, we've never played first to 15. Oh, what a whiff. Oh my god. That literally hurts my soul. That hurts my body. But we've never played first to 15. We've only ever played like first to 11, win by 2, or win by 1, you know. But, you know, right there is 11-10. We start kind of, you know, after the... Boom, what a shot right there. But after the, you know, after the timeout, we start kind of playing a little bit better. Now I think it's 13-10. I'm screaming out the damn score. I'm pumped. I'm ready. What am I doing? Again, forehand to backhand, that just always gets me, man. You know? You know, I'm just there on my paddle. That's what got me the point right there.
I can't do it.
Another mini crash out, like I said before. Here it's 10-13, and we get another chance. We're serving it out now. Good serve, good forehand, and then horrible shot right there. I really just wasn't ready for that. But you can tell our demeanor has definitely changed, you know, from earlier to now. Now it's 14-10, game point. And holy moly, what a forehand. We end up winning 15-10. We definitely should not have let it get that close. Like, you know, we were playing great. We were playing consistent. We were just hitting the ball. But we just kept on making those small mistakes and crucial points. And that's what made us, you know, concede some points and win barely 15-10. So in this match, we're playing against an 11-year-old and a 12-year-old. And when I play against like younger kids, I find it really hard to like, you know, go really, really hard. So we end up conceding a lot of points to start off. We just kept on doing stupid little mistakes and just hitting the ball too hard, or, you know, just not even hitting the ball at all. But afterwards, you know, we get our first point here. We start playing a little bit better. You know, we still make some mistakes, but we're playing a lot better. Like right there, that's a good point. Oh no, we just can consistently start playing a little bit better. We start ramping it up. But yeah, I think with this match, it was a lot more mental that went into it. You know, like it's really hard going down 6-0 or 0-6 and then like still knowing that you can come back. But at the end of the day, like me and Julian knew, no offense to these kids because they were really good, but we knew that we could beat them. It was just, we gave such a big lead to them at the beginning, it was kind of like daunting. Right there, we switch while we're under. And like they get a point on switch. So it's you know, it's starting to get a little bit, you know, a little bit dicey, but we still stay calm and we get it. I think what I did like about this match though was that we were playing from below. So, you know, we obviously went down 6-0, so the pressure wasn't on us to finish the game as it was before. Like as you saw, a consistent theme of the whole tournament was getting to like 10 or 9 and then just letting it slip and then eventually finishing it off. But, you know, with this match, we didn't have that problem. Like with this match, the pressure was on them, you know? So I really like that, and I think going forward, we should start kind of like putting ourselves in that position by playing a higher bracket. But anyways, these are the last couple points. I'm going to let you guys enjoy this without voiceover, so handle that. Just like that, we end up winning the match. So I actually forgot to record the last match of pool play. We ended up losing that match though, 11-15. I think we really only lost it just to minor inconsistencies. You know, we just broke down on the points that mattered the most. But since we lost to them and they lost to the 12-year-olds while we beat the 12-year-olds, it was a three-way tie for second place. And it went down to point differential. We had the highest point differential, so we ended up going into the gold medal match, which is what I'm going to be showing now. As you might be able to tell, I'm wearing different clothes, and that's just because, you know, I felt like bringing an extra change of clothes just in case we made it into medal matches, and luckily we did. So, you know, it actually came in clutch. I even told Julian that I'm really glad I brought an extra change of clothes because I just felt like much lighter. I felt, you know, just fresh. Because you know how it is, like if you've ever played pickleball for a long time, like you get sweaty, you know, and it's like, it's nothing crazy, but you get sweaty, you know. And this day it was like really hot and like kind of humid, so the extra change of clothes came in clutch. But yeah, we went up on a lead, and then now we're kind of slowly losing it, you know, like I've said before, but the common theme of the tournament was just making mistakes that shouldn't be made. You know, obviously like our peaks are pretty high, but the mistakes are still there. Like we're down 5-9 right now, 5-10. We call a timeout right here, and the timeouts for this match was actually, they were like really long, like 5-6 minute timeouts. We were actually cool with the people who we were playing against. They play at our local park, so we were cool with them and all that. Another thing about the medal matches is they're also to 11, so it's best of 3, first to 11, opposed to like all the pool matches, which were first to 15, win by 1. And because that's why we took the timeout right then and there. What a point right there, I'm not gonna lie. That was such a good point. I cut it out, but the point after that, it was my serve, and I served it straight into the net. Like, that was so embarrassing. But yeah, that point marks like the comeback, and you know, we're definitely feeling ourselves now. Now it's 9-10, you know, we're getting a little hyped, 10-10 now, and we just gotta close it out, you know. Good shot right there. I just took too long to react. This tournament was a while ago, so I think now me and Julian would like crush the Julian and Brian that we're watching right now. But like, I think we definitely like have learned a lot since this tournament. And, you know, we've done a couple tournaments since this one. You know, we haven't had any, like, surprisingly good results or anything. But we've definitely learned a lot. That's a good point right there. Brings us to 11-10. I'm serving it out for game. Yeah. So I usually play left side, and that's at this time it was because my backhand was better than Julian's. I think now Julian's backhand is probably better than mine, especially his dink. His dink is really, really good. But another thing is my serve is really bad when I serve first. I don't want to talk over the final point of the match, but yeah, I think my first serve is like really, really bad, and that's just because I think I feel a lot of pressure. So my first serve is usually always bad, but when Julian takes the first serve, it kind of alleviates the pressure from me, and that's also why, you know, in like high pressure moments, my serve will tend to go into the net. That was a good get by me, by the way, but yeah, the pressure will just get to me, you know. I think now, you know, I've gotten better at it. I've gotten a little bit better, but especially at this time, it's just all bad, you know. Also, to kind of, you know, talk more about. Oh yeah, that ball almost hit me in the head. But yeah, to talk more about the match itself. When we were coming back from the first match. You know, we were kind of down like pretty bad, but when we started coming back, I told myself, I was like, dude, if we end up coming back and like winning this match, we're gonna win the second one just off of momentum, you know. Like I felt so good, and like I was so hopeful, and then we go down like pretty bad. I think it was like 0-4, and like now we're finally playing like a little bit better, but it's so funny, like I literally thought that we would go in with like so much momentum and we'd just crush it out, you know. But no, that was not the case. And it's like, it's another dogfight, you know. Like it was just like the first match. Like this was our first, you know, like gold medal match ever, and I think it like set the standard, you know, like it set the bar pretty high. Like you know, we were pretty evenly matched, and we just played so good, like, against each other. Right there, I thought it was out, and then I ended up calling it in, just because, like, I felt it was out, but I just, like, really didn't see it, and it could have been in, so I was like, ah, fuck it, like, we'll just call it in. I don't want the bad karma to get me. Yeah, now we're doing pretty good, pretty solid. We're kind of hyped. I think, you know, the whole medal matches, it's like the most like mentally there I've been during like a pickleball match, I guess. Like I was so hyped and I was so ready to be there, and I think that's realistically the only reason we won the first match, you know? Because I was just so hyped. I didn't care if we like, wow, what a shot. But I didn't care if like we lost. Call timeout right there. Dude, that timeout was literally like 7 minutes, bro. I had to cut out 7 minutes. But yeah, that first match, like I did not care like if we won or lost. I was just like trying to play. And like when we started winning points, I started getting so hyped. Like you'll see, like we get hyped, like we get pretty hyped throughout the whole tournament, or throughout the whole like, medal matches. So yeah, we ended up losing that one. You know, it was pretty close to the end, but like as you could tell, like we were not pressed at all. Like we thought these matches were so fun, like genuinely so much fun. And we started a third match with a missed point. I actually think this match, I was not nervous at all. I was just having fun, just playing the best. Like I said earlier, I think this is like probably the most like default match I've ever played, and by default I mean like not in my own head or like nothing insane, you know, it's just playing the match. Also, that 2 horrible points for me, that's crazy. Yeah, we go down 0-4, dude. It's looking like the first match all over again. But you know, never count us out, as was shown in the first match. honestly pretty long rally, but we get the side out right there. I'm not moving enough. I feel like what I struggled with a lot at this time, and maybe still do sometimes. Unlucky net call right there. That's crazy. Or net cord. But what I struggled a lot at the time, and much less now, is like if I'm going to be out of position, I have to get back into position like quick, like soon. But it's really, really hard. You just constantly have to be thinking about it. There were a lot of unforced errors in this match. I think maybe more than before. Maybe the nerves were getting to us, like I guess all of us. But at the end of the day, I still think that the match was really, really good. You can see right there, like Julian's pretty pumped. So we're almost tying it up. I think there I probably could have ended it a little bit earlier when I had the forehand. I definitely could have ended it a little bit earlier, but I just didn't. I don't know. Again, another unforced error. He called a timeout. And now, obviously, we're feeling great. He called the timeout, so he felt like he was cornered. So we feel pretty good. Start winning a couple points. You know how it goes. That's a good shot, dude. That kid was phenomenal. Yeah, literally about to start the point, and then ball pulls up. And then I just shit the bed. I shit the bed so hard. That was so bad. Again. Come on, what am I doing? Yeah, like I said, so many unforced errors. It's kind of bad. It was kind of like, bro, what are we doing? From literally all of us. We were all fucking up. And I also think at this time, like, my return was like pretty abysmal, And you can tell I kind of like drag, Even just my forehand. I don't know what it was. Also, what the hell was that? That was Mario ass jump. What am I doing? Call a timeout right there. Another 10-minute timeout. You know how it goes. But yeah, like I definitely feel way better, like in my ability to play pickleball than how I look right now. Like I look kind of bad. Like what the fuck was that, bro? What am I doing? Like, I'm telling you, bro, my returns were trash. My forehand was kind of shit. Like. Good overheads though. Oh my god. Holy power. You can't kill shit though. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I just forgot, bro. So I very recently just added weight to my paddle. The exact same paddle that I'm playing with here. I tried playing a tournament with the Quanta, and I'm gonna be honest, I kind of didn't like it. And I ended up switching back to this paddle, and I did much better, but it was already a little too late. We finally get out of the score rut. Oh wow, that's a good point. But yeah, now I'm back to the 11.624, and I'm excited to try it out with the weight. I just added it like a couple days ago, but I haven't been playing. So I added, I'm not even too sure how many grams, but I added some to the top two corners and then some to the throat as well. So it's kind of heavier, but I think it's gonna be better for my amount of power that I can generate. So kind of excited for that. I'll probably do like a little update on that or something. YouTube Shorts probably. There we go. We go up 10-9. We're freaking stoked, dude. And wow, what a way to end it, bro. Come on. That's so annoying. But yeah, I had a lot of fun this tournament. You know, the medal matches were crazy, like crazy entertaining, and like, you know, I fucking loved it. But yeah, this is us getting first place. This is our first gold medal so far of Road to 4-0. I'm excited to keep on going. New tournaments coming up soon. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe. See you next time.